Guess we are live. Hey folks, good evening. Are we audible?
Hi everyone, good evening.
Please let us know in the chat if we are audible.
Abhijay, you're not audible.
I'm not audible. Am I audible now?
You were mute.
I'm
You're
audible now?
still.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
You're audible now.
okay. I guess we'll wait for a few
You're audible now.
minutes. Okay, we'll wait for a few minutes and let everyone join. Folks, tell your
You
friends,
are
tell your
audible.
teammates that we are live, and if you're missing out on this, you're missing out on something very crucial for your journey. So just ask everyone to join.
Let everybody know that the session about the first screening round of Rebase is going to start very soon. Yes, recording would be available later. We will try to do it.
Yes.
Um, but it'll be best if you guys stay here and ask your questions as well because recorded everybody will not give you the opportunity to ask your questions live and get them answered. And then you'll have to raise tickets on the spot and run around. That will be more hectic than sitting here for half an hour around and listen to everything.
I guess we should begin now. It's been 8:06, so let's start.
Yeah, I think we should start now.
Okay. Hey everyone, good evening to all of you present here. I hope you're as excited as we are to start our journey. It begins today officially. I mean, sure, it began with the opening ceremony, but today is the day it starts. Like you start you start learning how to write a proposal, which is the first step of this hackathon. This is your gateway to get into the main hacking arena. The best proposals, the best way to write them will tell you, and this will get you selected for the actual hacking period.
So, folks, today we will present you with proposal template. A lot of you asked questions about the proposal. I'm sure you have huge number of doubts regarding proposal, how to make it, what has to be put in proposal, how the proposal should be structured, what are things which are must to be mentioned in the proposal. We are going to discuss everything in detail. And in the end of the session, we will also provide you with template which you can use as a reference to frame your own proposal.
And not only
And
that,
also, we are going to cater to your
yes,
doubts. We're also going to cater to your doubts and any question you have. Yes, Patricia?
yes, not only will we provide you with a template, but also will give you a dummy proposal that you can see if you doubt anywhere. Ki, this is a question where say if you see the template, I am sure you'll receive an email where you'll find the proposal template. You'll see there is something called inspiration for this proposal. You might wonder what will I write there, and so we'll provide you with a dummy proposal where you can find all the answers, and according to that you can frame your own answers. And if at any point you feel like you have a doubt, you're not, we couldn't explain something properly, please write in the chat box, let us know. We'll answer your doubt as soon as we can. I guess we can share the screen,
Yeah.
Shubhrota. We can show the proposal now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. Let's start, folks. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, let me know if my screen is visible.
Okay, it's loading.
If it is, please write in the yeah, please, Patricia.
Yes, it's loading now. My internet connection is
It's still
pretty bad.
loading.
Yes, still loading.
Okay, anyone from the audience, if you can see my screen? No. Okay. Let me try again. Is it visible now? I think it should be visible. I think it's visible, right?
Something is wrong with my internet. Nothing.
Patricia?
It's still loading.
Yeah, everybody. No, I think some people.
Yeah, some people are saying yes, and for some people
It
it's
must be
also.
visible now.
Okay, I'll just use my own.
It's visible now. Oh, some people are saying it's still loading. Um, but I have not paused it. It shows that it is visible to me. I would recommend. Okay, let me try again. Is it visible now?
Okay.
Yes, yes, it's visible. Atisha?
I'll just
Yeah, I
raise
think
my
it's
one.
visible now.
Okay.
All right, let's begin. So here is the proposal template. Atisha?
Yes. So as we can see, okay, in case I see some people are saying it is not visible, so I'll just drop the link in the chat box for in case you cannot find it in your email, just
Yeah, yeah. It would be
just
great if you open it
yes,
in your own
yes, you can see it from your own.
systems and
Yes,
take a look looking at it. Yeah.
yes. This is the only one we'll be referring to, so you can refer to it in case it is not visible for you. Okay, so yes, let's begin then. So as we can see, important points to remember the top. You just follow through it. Just read that anything and every question you have will be answered by the proposal template. We'll go through it with you together. Every point will not miss any point. And in between, if you have any questions, please. Okay, so it begins with a team name. Well, that reminds me of some very interesting and cool names I've heard. Like, for example, we participated in this hackathon back a few months back, and Shubroto was with us, and he came up with the team name. He called the team Tech MCs. Yes, I was as surprised as you are. It was kind of weird. Let's hear it from him. What thought process he put into it behind naming it? Shubroto.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
I was saying that let me drop the spelling of the team once. A lot of people might get confused.
Yes, I
So
was.
yeah, what I yeah, what I meant by tech MCs, like have you people like how many of you listen to hip hop? How many hip hop listeners are there? Maybe you can raise your hand in Discord. Can't you? People are raising their hand. I don't know. Yeah, just like Astroneko did. Only three, four, few people only, four people. All right. So if you listen to hip hop, you must know what an MC is. MC meant basically someone who performs at stage, a performer, someone who hypes up the audience, right? So it represents basically a rapper. These days, rappers name themselves MC Stan and stuff. So as I was a great, not was, I am a great hip hop enthusiast. Sometimes I write myself as well. So based on that, I kept the team name Tech MCs. Like we are MCs of tech, we take the stage. We win and we take the stage. That was the motivation behind the name. Similarly, I think Audija can name a few other cool names for a tech team.
Yes, another hackathon,
Audija,
like, yes, last. Am I audible?
yes, you are.
Yes. So another hackathon we participated in last year when we were in our first year. So Antora, who is our design lead, she was with us and she found this really quirky name, which is Team 405 Found. Like, I remember one of the organizers when they call out her name, she was very surprised. She's like, "Is this you guys? Damn, that's a good name." Like, that was really. What do you guys think? What do you think, Shubhrata? Isn't that such a weird but like still cool name? It is a little cringe, yes, but cool
It is
nonetheless.
actually. No, no, I don't think anything is strange. It's just creativity with a tinge of, okay, let's forget it. Anyways, so yeah, just like that, you can also keep names which represent you, which represent your spirit, etc., etc. Use as much creativity as possible, but be appropriate with the names. And you can keep your team name according to that. Or maybe you can go with some techie names like etc. Noob coders, pro hackers, etc. 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 These are like some of the basic names, but you can come up with your own.
Worst comes to worst, you can chat GPT the names. Man, chat GPT has great ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have your team, which is like a table where you have 4 members, which is maximum limit is 4. And if you're going solo, kudos to you, all the best. We have the your team. You can just make take stack or role in the second column, and in the third column we have your portfolio ID. So fill this carefully. Then we come to the problem statement. Problem statement, I guess Shubhra will take up this one.
Just give me a second. I think my screen is not visible. I'm gonna rejoin. Just give me
Okay,
1 second.
sure, sure, sure.
Hi everyone.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, let me try again.
Okay.
Let me try again to share my screen. Is my screen visible now? What? Still not
Please,
visible?
is this got glitching or something? This does not
Oh,
happen.
it is visible. It is visible. It is visible. It is visible.
It's a
Okay,
mix.
okay, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but still, some people are saying it's not visible. I don't know actually because it is visible except for BSN and user. Okay, guys, let's not start dissing each other. Let's focus on the proposal. So the next point is, and even though if you are not able to see the screen, we have dropped the link of proposal template in the chat. You can go to that and follow along. Okay. We have covered team name. We have covered description of your team, like the members. Now we are going to head on to problem statement. Now, what is problem statement? Problem statement is the place where you'll aptly describe what your project aims to solve or whatever thing you want to, whatever innovation you're bringing in through your project in a short, crisp manner, but aptly. Like it should not be very detailed, like you are filling a whole page with problem statement to describe what it is. No, you have to basically, in short, describe what is the problem statement. It is a statement, simply. Then we move on to inspiration for proposal. Um, it is very interesting thing. I have a story to share related to this. So uh, back in back when we were in first year, me and some of my friends we participated in a hackathon named Status Code. How many of you are here who were a participant in Status Code or have heard of it? Yeah. So in Status Code, what we built was a social media application for university students, basically. Now, the idea behind that was simply we looked around and we saw what problem we were facing in our lives. So we were one of those students who like पूरे semester हम लोग पढ़ते नहीं थे and at the end of exam था तो we used to run to people कि notes दे दो. Now in these situations one of the problems that may arise is कि आपको जो नोट्स मिले मे बी दे आर नॉट कंप्लीट, मे बी कुछ चीजें उसमें मिस आउट कर रही हैं या कुछ डिटेल्स नहीं है उसमें, या कुछ एक्स्ट्रा क्वेश्चन सर ने लिखवाए थे कि ये तो एग्जाम में आएगा वो शायद उसमें मेंशन नहीं है, या वो बंदा किस दिन एब्सेंट था तो उस दिन के नोट्स गायब है, उसने उसने कहीं और से मंगा लिया ऑनलाइन बट आपके पास तो नहीं है, आपके पास तो सिर्फ उसी के नोट्स है, 4 जगह से आपको नोट्स मांगने पड़ रहे हैं, कुछ मटेरियल मिला या नहीं मिला आपको. सो व्हाट वी थॉट कि क्यों ना इन सबको एक जगह लाया जाए, एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म जहाँ पर ये सब चीजें की जाए. बट देन अगर सिर्फ ये किया जाता देन इट वुड हैव बिकम सिंपली अ नोट शेयरिंग ऐप, राइट. इट वुड हैव सिंपली बिकम अ नोट शेयरिंग ऐप. सो वी टाइप डीप की और कौन सी प्रॉब्लम्स है हमारी स्टूडेंट लाइफ में जो हम सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. We came across another problem is that people are not very active on, like many people are not do not want to go to social media and look for these things. Right. Mostly people scroll through Instagram, they see a bunch of reels, follow their favorite artist, and then go back to whatever they were doing, living their life. But some people they find upcoming hackathons, open source program, their information through the social media. But it's difficult, right? Not everybody can does that, and maybe not everybody likes to be on social media. So what we thought we should compile this also in our project. So what we built was a social media application where you share not photos or things, but you share study or other resources, and it also has a page where you can find information related to upcoming hackathons, tech programs, open source programs, etc., etc., etc. So this is how we came across this and we built that project. It was named NoTex, and we also won with that project the education track in the hackathon. So this was the prime inspiration for the project. Similarly, you have to write here the inspiration for this proposal or inspiration for this problem. Like why did you uh, think of choosing this as a problem statement only? Right? What made you think about this as a problem, and why do you want to work on that? All right. Next comes the description and implementation. Otija?
Yes. So, like we said, in the problem statement, you're keeping it concise and like brief to like 2 to 3 lines on what exactly are you trying to solve. So if you want to if you want to, if you have to elaborate on that, you want to tell ki this is not just you want to explain exactly what you're trying to solve with the problem, exactly how you're going to solve it. So there comes project description and implementation details. You want to provide a comprehensive overview of your project, like what is the purpose, what are you trying to solve, your goals, and how do you plan on executing it. So you just go ahead step by step and elaborate on every point, like say purpose, like clearly state like what are you trying to solve with the project, like what problem are you trying to solve, why did you think it was important, where you reiterate the problem statement and but like in a detailed manner. Okay, you emphasize the significance of addressing this problem and how it could have an impact. We will come to the impact later as well, but here you try to add everything that you why you're choosing the problem statement in one single answer, but in 2000 words. Okay, so I think that is the year, right? Yes, so you
Yeah.
keep it, sorry, 2000
Um,
words, not 2000 characters. I'm so sorry, 2000 characters. Do not get carried away and, just go on and on with your project implementation. But yeah, so you describe your project. Then we have impact on society. So you have to write how do you think your solution makes a difference, what changes does it bring, like if sure, if you are coming up with a solution, there are sometimes it happens that there have been other people who have come up with some solution similar to that. Then how is your solution different to that? How is your solution adding to the already available solution? Why should we use yours? Why is yours different? That is something. And so you write and how if your project has an impact on a small
Aditya,
community.
your voice is
Yes,
cracking.
I'm so sorry, I do not know, something is wrong with my internet. um
It's okay. So,
am I audible now clearly?
yeah, yeah, you are. You are.
Okay, so you have, this is how big ideas are born, and you can, it doesn't have to be like on a broad spectrum. It can be something small, like how it is helping a small community. You can come up with solutions like that as well. So you have to write about how it impacts, who it impacts, and how does it impact them. Then we have tech stack and technologies used. I guess that is
Yep. So here, I think most of you know what you have to do. And even if someone doesn't know, this is the part where you describe all technologies you use. Let's just say you're using Flutter for front end, and maybe you're using Firebase for back end. Maybe you are making a custom API. You're using Fast API for that. Maybe you're using Docker to deploy your API and run it. And maybe you're using Angular, maybe you're using React. Whatever tech stack you use, whatever language you use, or whatever tools or ML models, whatever you implement in your project, you mention here. And as for hardware track, describe how hardware components will be integrated with software components to achieve desired functionality, including programming languages, libraries, and frameworks used. So this is about the tech stack and technologies used. I hope you don't have any doubt about it. बेसिकली जहाँ पर आपको मेंशन करना है आपने क्या क्या टेक्नोलॉजीज यूज की हैं, कौन से फ्रेमवर्क्स, कौन से लाइब्रेरीज, प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस, टूल्स, एमएल मॉडल्स, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. देन आई थिंक शुभ्रदीप would like to take on.
Yeah,
Shubhradeep?
sure. So,
Yeah.
how many of you guys are interested in hardware track from here? Can you just let
Just
me
raise
know in
your
the
hand,
chat?
folks.
Yeah,
Whoever is
yeah.
interested in making something robotic or maybe use Maybe who loves Arduinos? Maybe who loves electricity? You can just raise your hand and
Okay, whatever. Suprato, can you please stop the screen share because I need to screen share.
sure, 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 sure.
Okay, so can you people see my screen?
Yes.
Please tell me you
Yes,
can see
yes,
the
we can see
screen.
your screen.
Yes, yes, yes.
So here I am with a project demo template. Here, as they said that you have to put a good name to your team. That's what here it is. And here is the members list. Like here, put your names, and in this portion you put the positions of the persons who are in charge, and here they put your ID. And problem statement part is already discussed. Also inspiration, these portions are already is discussed. So now I would like to say that like in this problem statement, what is our problem statement? Now our problem statement is basically it is here you can see properly that our project title is Smart Weather Monitoring System. Okay, so as from the name you can expect that our task would be predict the weather or monitor the weather that is currently happening. Okay, so here you can see here is the problem statement that inaccurate or unavailable weather data can hinder your decisions in daily life, right? In agriculture, outdoor events, anything. So that's our problem statement. That is the thing that we are aiming to solve. And what is our objective? So the addressing these problems aims to address this challenge, and accurately and timingly weather information will be gathered and to enable to make informed decisions based on the real-time data. So if you have the data on the weather, so there you can predict everything, and the decisions can be made properly. So here is the inspirational for this proposal part. You can check it out. It's nothing more than that which reasons have motivated you to do this project idea. So here you can see some causes are mentioned here. So basically, I would like to elaborate some portions properly that here. Take a look here in this portion that take stacks, and here take in this take stacks we are using what we are using a hardware component integrated with some hardware components that is integrated with program written by Arduino IDE. So this is the portion that you are using for the software coding. Sorry, for the software part. And the next part you are using in utilizing libraries for the DHT sensor and blah blah blah. So this should be mentioned here. Now the component list, how should you put the names of the components or the things that here put the names of the components, exact name that are available in the market or you are purchasing when you are purchasing the name of the component. How much quantity you are using here, and next the purpose of the component. Like here we are using the Arduino Nano as the processor or as the mastermind. So here I written that microcontroller for data processing. Next to it, DHT sensor, in which purpose it will be used to measure temperature and humidity. So this is the purpose of taking this sensor. So these purposes you have to mention here sophisticatedly so that your purpose should be clear actually. Your vision should be clear. Okay, so the other portions are also mentioned here. You can check it out later. Now we should come to the hardware architecture. Okay, so in the hardware architecture, you will mention properly that which purpose you are using the sensor. Like here, the smart weather monitoring system utilizes sensors such as DHT22 and BMP180 to measure temperature, humidity, and atmospheric pressure. So why you are using these sensors, that should be mentioned here. Why you are using that component, that particular component, that should be mentioned here. That which is the reason for you to use this product in the in your project. Now, in the justification part, the hardware folks should know that there are so many variations in the market. Like when you guys go to a shop and ask like अंकल जी एक मुझे लैपटॉप दे दीजिए, ऐसा तो नहीं बोलते ना आप लोग. ठीक है. So basically there you choose that you have to take Intel processor or Ryzen processor or blah blah blah, which company you are taking. So that those justifications should be here. Why we used Arduino Nano? Because of its compact size, because of its low power consumption and versatility. So these things should be mentioned here. Why you are using that particular component? Okay. So why not others? There are many alternates of that product in the market. So why you are not using that? Okay. So now as you can see here already mentioned in the title, that sophisticated circuit diagram. So the circuit diagram, the sophisticated circuit diagram of your project should be mentioned here properly in a proper manner. So you can see here the Arduino Nano and the sensor, DHT sensor and the BPM sensor, BPM sensor is mentioned here. The OLED display is mentioned here. The voltage regulator is mentioned here. So in this way, in this manner, you have to put a circuit diagram that is sophisticated. Okay. So next to it, here from here, I would like to Audrey, can you please take on from this portion, the
Yes.
tentative timeline?
Yes. Um, am I
Hello.
audible? Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Okay. So let me tell you guys. So in this timeline portion, yeah. Yeah.
Hello? Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So,
Sure.
can you just share your screen because yours is the only one who's visible. So just keep sharing your screen. Hello. Hello.
Yes, you're audible, officer.
No, no. I'm asking
You may proceed.
Deshpremi to share his screen because his one is visible, and it would be nice to have something people
Yeah,
can refer
Shubhridhi,
to.
can you please?
Okay. Sorry. Let me share the
No,
screen.
no, it's okay.
Okay, just a minute.
Huh.
What the screen one? Okay. So is the template visible?
Yep. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, it is.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Okay. So then we have the timeline. It's so you have to have some sort of you know timeline set in your head. It's not again. I would like to iterate here. Ki this is not permanent. You can make changes, but try to stick to it because since this is a month long hackathon, you have a 2 week hacking period, sure, but what happens during this time is people get swayed and then they're like, I have time to procrastinate. I have participated in 48 hours hackathon before, right? So I can obviously, you know uh, in a 2 week hackathon. That is not generally the case. If you do not have set deadlines, you'll be the only one who is suffering in the end because we have mentors will be checking in with you in various time asking about your progress. So, and we also have the mid evaluation, so you cannot at any cost slack. So you have to remember that is where a tentative timeline comes into place. You set like milestones. I will complete my front end by this date. I will complete the back end. I will integrate by this date. This is what you have to do, and try to stick to it. It is not some rule book that you must follow, but at least have approximately you have to stick to it. Then we have challenges. Yes, I Shubhrata will take up this part.
Hello,
Was I not audible
am
throughout?
I audible?
Yes, you are. But people are saying
Am I
Yeah,
others.
you're
audible?
audible.
Okay,
You are audible, officer. It's okay.
okay,
Yeah. So next section is challenges, where it is obvious like what you have to describe. You'll think about any problems or difficulties you might encounter while you're working on your project. It's basically you devise a plan, like what you are going to build. Then obviously you would know that this part, implementing this part of the project, might cause a lot of problem. because you might not be prepared or you might not have done it before. And maybe it's too technical to deal with. Maybe it's too like time taking process. Whatever challenges you feel you may come across, you note it down so that you will be prepared for that, right? And your mentors can support that. This will also help mentors look into your projects like this is something difficult or challenging and can help you during your hacking period. And don't worry if you can't think of anything right now. Most challenges come up as you start building, right? And for a hardware track, identify any potential safety hazards associated with the hardware setup and explain the measures taken to mitigate these risks. Address concerns such as electrical hazards, overheating, or mechanical failures, demonstrating a proactive approach to ensuring user safety. Then comes prototypes or mockups. This is optional, where you provide visual representations such as photos, videos, or links demonstrating working prototypes or mockups of the project. Basically, let's just say you're building an application, a mobile application. So when you build its UI on Figma or any other design tool, you can most of you like in Figma when we build a prototype for mobile applications, we can convert it into such prototype where it will be visible on a mobile screen, right? So you can share its photos in the prototype, right? If you have prepared already, it's optional because you might not be ready to do it. So yeah, and at last conclusion, where you conclude your proposal by summarizing the key points of your project and why it should be selected for the hackathon. So yeah, this is how a proposal template must be. Next up,
Yes. Okay.
Audrey.
So yes. Now that we're done with the template, let's just quickly go through a dummy proposal that we have created for you to refer to in case you get stuck at any question. So we'll just quickly share it with you. Again, reminder, it is both the dummy proposal and the template proposal are in your emails. If you have not checked, please check it out. I guess Shubhruti will share a screen now with the dummy proposal.
Sure, sure. Just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, am I live?
Yep. I guess. Yes, yes, yes. Your screen is visible. Clearly, it is visible to everyone, right? Sagarika Paul is asking, we have to just edit the proposal or you have to create your own from scratch because edit access is not given. You copy it, you paste it, and then you create your own proposal basically from scratch. You have the template, so you stick to the questions given. Okay, so here we have a dummy proposal where, yes, so the team name is called Tech Magicians, any random name. Then we have the team, like we see, is like 1, 2, 3, 4. They have the roles, tech stack or role, and then we have the ID. Then we have the problem statement. Here just we'll just go through it slowly. Farmers face significant challenges in efficiently managing their crops, including identifying and treating diseases, monitoring plant growth, and optimizing resource usage. Lack of technological support often leads to suboptimal yields and economic losses. So this is a question that the person who, suppose this is a project, so this is a problem they have identified and they're trying to solve it. See how concise it is basically just in 2 lines it is written, this is what happens, and lack of technology is a problem, and what are the problems we are facing economic loss, we are facing suboptimal yield, and then we have the inspiration for this proposal. So that yes, you can just read through that. Then we have the description where we are saying ki, these are the problems we have found and this is the solution we are saying, this is how we want to solve the problem. uh, just scroll down a little bit. Hello, hello.
Yeah, yeah, you are audible,
Yes,
but your
Audrey,
audio
you're
is
audible.
breaking.
Just scroll down a bit. You Shubroto, you can take up this part.
Just a second. Okay, so we were at problem statement. So as you can see, I think she explained it. Your voice was cracking too much, Abhijit. Can you please let me know where you left off?
Yes, so I talked about the problem statement and how it's very concise, and we have found that we have two problems, that is suboptimal yield and economic
All right.
losses.
Sure,
And we're
sure. I
going.
can take it up from here.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to repeat the problem statement. It says farmers face significant changes in efficiently managing their crops, including identifying and treating diseases, monitoring plant growth, and optimizing resource usage. Lack of technological support often leads to suboptimal yields and economic losses. So you can see how concise it is. It just straightforward talks about the main problem which the project is going to solve. It's not taking into account additional features that you're talking about, but you may add additional features. But in the problem statement, you will focus on the central idea of your project. Okay. Then we move on to inspiration for this proposal. As we read it, our team has witnessed firsthand the struggles faced by farmers in our community. We recognize the need for a comprehensive solution that leverages technology to empower farmers and improve agricultural practices. Thus, we are inspired to develop a plant management system that addresses these challenges. Simple and to the point. So basically, you can see they have simply explained why they came up with the problem statement and what are they going to build for this. Then comes project description slash implementation detail. This is detailed. As I already mentioned earlier, I think Shashwat Vishwas asked, like, do we have to mention where we are using tech stack, where we are using these things? So this is the part, Shashwat, where you are going to use it, or everybody. In project description and implementation detail, you will describe aptly that at which part of your project we're going to use which tech stack of yours. Okay, and it should be detailed. This project proposal should be detailed.
ভাই মাঝখান থেকে যদি বন্ধই ডিসকানেক্ট একেবারে হয়ে যায়. The problem is I cannot do anything on my laptop is because I'm recording. Okay, so this is all going into that.
And increased profitability for farmers. Furthermore, by promoting sustainable farming practices, our project will contribute to environmental conservation and food security. I think this describes itself. Like you have to in short, describe what impact you're expecting with your project. Then come the tech stack. You have simply noted them down in bullet points: front end, React Native, back end, Node.js, Express.js, database, MongoDB, machine learning, TensorFlow, Node.js. Also, you can mention your ML model, whichever model you're using here. It would be great if you name it so that um, it is more detailed. Then I guess tentative timeline of Deja.
Yes, so like we see here, we
Would
have
you like to
this.
talk about?
Yes, so we have the milestones given, we have start date and end date. We are saying key set up project environment, research existing solutions, define project scope and requirements. We're given, say, 5th of April. By this date, we'll complete this part. And then we have the second milestone within 10th of April, we'll complete, user authentication, develop image capture functionality, integrate machine learning models for disease detection. Then we are done. Then by the 18th, last lap of the hacking period, we have designed the UI, implementing plan tracking feature, we have tested and debug our application, then we have finalized our documentation as well, then finally we are ready to submit. So next we go into challenges that we might face while you know while trying to build this project. Is foremost, if it's an ML project, then of course we have integration of ML models, like it is it may we may run into issues while developing accurate disease detection algorithms, and the accuracy percentage may not be as high as we would like it to be. Then we have UI design, creating an intuitive and user friendly interface that caters to the diverse need of farmers. So while trying to build that, we may run into issues like we may try to build something that we think works, whatever does not work for the people for whom we're trying to build it. So we may run into problems like that. Then we have scalability, ensuring that the application can handle large volume of users and data without compromising performance. Okay, this is self-explanatory. So we have listed down here these are the problems that we might face while trying to build our project. Then we come to conclusion. We are seeing what our project aims to empower farmers with the tools and knowledge they need to succeed in today's competitive. Yeah, so this is all what we're trying to build, and we are here we have like we will be using technology in such a way that we can solve this problem that we have raised. So yeah, that is it. That is, I guess you have all understood what this proposal was trying to say, and I hope every point, like where, to what question, what answer you should be writing is pretty clear. If not, we are here. Just drop your questions here. Any question that you might have, any like about the text tag, about what to write in implementation. If you have any doubts, apart from what is already written in the template, please reach out. And I guess some people were asking about how they will be assigned the mentors. So after looking at your proposal, we will see what tech stacks you're using, and by that, we will select mentors for you who are absolutely suited for you.
And to answer Astronego's question, the features we mentioned in the proposal, and what if our tech stack deviates from the proposal? So there's also one thing you can do, Astronego. As we have mentioned earlier, we will also have a documentation part in the during the happening period after, like in during the end. In your documentation where you describe everything about your project, you can mention this also, that earlier you planned about this and why you changed your tech stack. And if your tech stack deviates for the right thing, like for the betterment of the project or to actually achieve the final project, then obviously you will be rewarded good points, right? No points will be deducted, or you will get good number of points. Just make sure whatever changes you incorporate or whatever new tech stack you shift to, it should be with the aim to achieve the final goal of the project, the problem that it was meant to solve, and like it should do good to the overall idea in the project, right? Any other questions? Please, everybody, shoot your questions right now because this is the chance where you can ask whatever doubt you have.
Yes, we also have Shubhradeep with us. So if you have any hardware related questions, please shoot them our way as well.
Yeah, please.
Please ask if you have any questions. And one more thing that I would like to remind you guys, that please try to keep these points in mind, that please do not intentionally make the proposal too lengthy, because it would not profit any of either of you or us. Okay, try to make it as small as possible, not like you don't if you need, you can make it longer, but if you do not need, then please do not stretch the proposal, and clearly mention your teammates names and portfolio IDs, re-verify it and enter it. We will be checking it in the best of that, checking you. So if you win, and after that, when the award ceremony will go on, then if you complain that no भैया मेरा तो नाम गलत आया था, we can't do actually anything. So please keep it in mind, and structure your proposal neatly and do your research before you submit. Okay, so it is self-explanatory, I hope. And next to it, stick to the template guidelines as much as as much as possible. Please do not bother anywhere else, like any adding any some additional points will some points, in some points it will be, if you need that much to add that, then you can, but please try to stick to the template as much as possible. It is requested to everyone, and make sure your proposal looks good and it's easy to read. Okay, so don't use any kind of phonetic fonts. Okay, so just simply use Roman new sorry, what its name again? New Times Roman, hopefully. So Times New
Basically,
Roman.
folks, your proposal should be professional, right?
Yeah,
You mean, like you are
actually.
making it for a professional setting. In that way, you have to use fonts which are readable. You have to depict it in such a way that it does not become a headache for the readers.
Hmm. So next to it, that most
Is there a
importantly
limit to
have
the
fun.
field? Ask Ketchup. I think Ash Ketchup has a question. So Ash Ketchup is asking,
Okay.
is there a limit to the field from which we can take problem to solve? So Ash Ketchup, I think what you're talking about is you're talking about tracks, I think, like which domains and field we can pick up questions, right? So if you check out the website, you'll find the tracks there, where you can find all the domains with which you can pick up your problem statement. So let me should okay. So Shubhadeep, as you have already shared your screen, can you please open the website in one of the tabs? So I'll talk about it,
Okay.
the tracks. Okay.
Okay. Just a minute.
Yeah, yeah. Please. Okay. Did you stop your screen? Shubhadeep, can you share your screen and open the website in it? Because if I share the screen, half of the people might not able to see it.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me a minute. Just.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready to share. Where is Discord? Yeah. Am I live,
No,
guys?
yeah, yeah, live. Please go to the track section. So on the
Okay.
website, when you go to the track section, you can see there are four different tracks: DevBot,
Hi.
AI, ML, hardware, blockchain. Okay, wait. Shubhadi, can you scroll down a bit in the
Yes.
tracks? Yeah, yeah. Then there are hardware, blockchain, sustainability, and open innovation. So this open innovation tracks gives you freedom to choose any problem from any realm, right? So if your problem statement doesn't fit in any of the above tracks, you can fit it in open innovation. We have open innovation for you. So I think there's something for everyone. So I hope your question is answered, Ash Ketchum. Yeah. अगर कोई भी आपका फिट नहीं हो रहा है किसी भी ट्रैक में तो ऐश यू कैन यू कैन से ओपन इनोवेशन में तुम्हें चुनता हूँ.
Yeah. Okay. I guess any more questions, folks? Just drop them. Do not be shy. Anything you want to know.
Hello. Sorry, somehow I was got disconnected. Sorry. Yeah, am I live with the website?
Any other
Yes.
question, folks? Yeah, website is live. If we're not making a hardware-based project, is it okay to not add any image? So the
Yeah,
image,
yeah.
like the prototype, it was already optional. Disha Malvia, the prototype section was already optional. So if you have it, then you can like attach it. But if you don't have, there's no issue.
Yeah. Even in hardware track, it is
As
optional, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, yeah. Prototype is just optional.
But if it is possible for you, then you can give a flowchart of how it's, I mean, your program or how your project is will work out. I mean, how your program or system will work out. So that will be a great thing, right? If in block diagrams, if you can compose a block diagram, then it will be great, I hope.
Yeah. Yes, yes, you can add a use case. I think, Nisha, the use case will itself be reflected in your problem statement, right? The problem statement will like obviously in a way tell us what is the use case of your project.
Actually, Disha, see what happens here. Ki actually we are like not any. I mean, not saying in that way, but we are not childrens anymore, so we are going to be engineers, right? So basically it's our duty or aim, it should be our aim to solve real life problems of our society. So basically, that one point you have mentioned, that used case, that will be a great thing. Like you should focus your project should focus on real life problem solving, because that's our aim, right?
And somebody was asking when the deadline is. Yes, Arav, the deadline is on 24th. It's till noon, so you have like 3 to 4 days. So get onto it. Write a brilliant proposal that makes us choose you, and you get to the final hacking arena.
And yeah, in this point, I should mention some points that making a project that is solving some real life problems, or that is a innovation, like new to the system, that will give you more parks. Okay, so your winning chance will be increased. So keep that on your mind.
I guess. Any more questions? This typing.
Folks, we're gonna be here for 5 minutes more. So if you have questions, please shoot down. CA.
Wait, Subrata, someone is asking something in the chat. Can you answer that?
Yeah, Magan 31. What do you mean by CA? I can't quite get it.
Is it like an exam? What is it?
These are
Yeah,
like, yeah,
hopefully.
are they like exam or something?
Hello, Mag, are you there? Okay, you typing.
Continuous assessment. Oh, so they have an exam. Okay. Okay, folks, I guess we wrap up now. So you get 3 to 4 days. Use it wisely. Um, it may happen that you have something important in between these days, then just use the 1 day or 2 day that you get extremely wisely and come up with a
I
good
mean,
proposal. Yeah, Shubroto?
yeah. I mean, this is that is like the fun of these things, right? You have other commitments as well. But hey, you are crazy about your project, right?
Yes, and that
Um,
is where an online
like
hackathon,
these this is how you
shines.
go through these things, right? You have your commitments, your college life all the time. We are here organizing this. We are also having our college and stuff. But that is the craze of it, right?
Yes.
And this
And
is how the best comes out when your back is against the wall. So don't be demotivated if you have less time. I think if you have less time, you should like everything should be sharp and you should be at your best.
Yes, we work our best under the most pressure. There's that, and in this
Yeah.
cases, on an online hackathon really shines. Because if you had an exam and you couldn't, appear for it even, so better than that, you get to stay at home and just use whatever time you have to make the proposal. I guess yes. So your team will help you a lot. Okay. I hope you come with a great proposal.
Your
And
team, I'm sure you have a very good team and they'll help you a lot. And please don't be motivated. Teamworks like brings the brings the best.
okay, so we also have the participant manual in the chat. If you have any doubts regarding anything, any deadlines, any about the speaker sessions, you'll be notified about that on Discord as well. But if you have any doubt regarding anything about Rebase, you just head on to that, and we always have Discord tickets. You can raise a ticket. I guess you all know that. This is where we wrap up. This was a great session. If you have any doubts, just raise a ticket or ask in the Discord channel. Um, I guess we say goodbye and all the best to all of you who are writing the proposals.
Yep.
Hope we see you in the
Good
main
night,
hacking
everyone. It
arena.
was nice having you all. It was very nice having you all. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.
Bye bye.
All the best for your proposal writing.
We hope that we was able to clear your doubts on the proposal writing part. You can collect or you can access the demo proposals from the given links. And if you have any query, then reach out to us without any hesitation. So, well, hope this is the end for today's session. Bye, everyone.
Great.